Our third video in the GipsyTeam review series is all about Party Poker, easily one of the top sites in the world. You're probably going to recognize that orange diamond logo from a lot of live MTTs because Party Poker is hosting several internationally televised events every year. Online, they've been hosting games now for about 20 years, since 2001, making them easily one of the oldest and greatest poker sites. Now, what does that mean for the players? Of course, they've got a lot of experience running the games, but they're also trusted. You don't last 20 years without having a clean track record of reliably handling player funds and hosting fair poker games. The Millions series is Party Poker's live tournament series that you might have seen highlights from on YouTube. Now these pop up around the world, but you can often find them in Europe. You can Chris Moneymaker your way right into these events through online satellites that you can find on Party Poker. Of course, they also have online Millions events, which are just as big, but you can play them from home. So it's a lot more comfortable and convenient, no plane tickets required. If you are completely new and completely fresh to Party Poker, of course you want to know what they're going to give you as a welcome bonus on the way in. Party Poker is a bit of a bigger site, so they can afford a warmer welcome than some of the smaller sites. Opting in for one of these next two bonuses is a good way to boost your bankroll on the way in, and it's another reason to try a new site. The minimum deposit for these bonuses is $10, which is pretty low and fair. Alright, now the first bonus is very standard and normal in the poker industry. It is a 100% match deposit bonus. Very simple. You deposit $10, Party Poker matches that with their own $10. So now you've got essentially a $20 deposit. Except, you've got to play real money poker to unlock that bonus. So the value's there, but you do have to unlock it. A lot of players will choose the second Party Poker bonus for that reason. Now if you deposit $10 and use the free play bonus, you're going to get $10 worth of spins and MTTs tickets right away over the first 6 days of playing on the site. No waiting around, no playing to unlock your bonuses, it's right there over the first 6 days, reliable. If you want to size up a little bit, $20 deposits get $30 worth of tickets, so it's a bit more lucrative. And that's what new players can expect on Party Poker. The software at Party Poker is just as good, if not better, than a lot of the competing online rooms these days. Of course, they've got a mobile app that's compatible with Android and iOS, and they've got a computer software, which is good for Mac PCs and Windows, of course. As long as you have Wi-Fi or internet connection, you're good to go, you're ready to play, but of course, avoid the elevator rides. The tables, what are the tables like? They're uncluttered. It's really refreshing. So Party Poker doesn't have a lot of buttons. Everything you need is there. It's to a theme and design that you like. Of course, they've got animations just like every poker room these days. So you can do throwables, you can change your avatar, you can react. But it's very uncluttered and none of those animations will be lagging your game, which is great. They've added neat features like rabbit hunting. So there's no more curiosity now. If you folded the river to a really big bet, and you're wondering if you got there, if your draw completed, or if you were going to miss completely and get a brick, well, now you don't have to wonder. You can just take a look, see what it was, and at least satisfy that curiosity. Another feature that's really useful that people will probably start using right away is My Game. Now, this is going to tell you which areas of your game you maybe need to work on a little bit. It's going to highlight those areas, and hopefully by the next session, you won't be making those mistakes and losing those chips. There are no third-party tools allowed on Party Poker. Tools like heads-up displays can store information and then display that information back to you so that you have kind of a perfect memory for different players and situations. Party Poker says no to all of that. The aim here is to make the playing field completely level. And this is probably a good move to keep new players interested and to, make the game more standard and fair all around. The cash games, which are Texas Hold'em or Omaha, go from 1 cent, 2 cent, all the way up to 200, 400. And Party Poker's got 6-handed and heads-up tables for these formats, which is fine for most players. Party Poker also has Fast Forward, where you'll see more hands and play a lot more poker in general. These are just like regular cash game tables, except the moment you fold, you're off to a brand new table with brand new cards. And the stakes here range from 1 cent, 2 cent to $1, $2. One of the great things that Party Poker brought in after the pandemic was club games. Now they're fairly new, but these are a great way to bring all your friends together for home games, except without the driving and the commuting. So you can get everybody onto your club, you're the host, you create the games, you copy the invite, and then you send them off to the players that you want at your table. Partypoker has a really attractive MTT lineup, including the Daily Legends series, which is giving away over $3 million in guarantees every single week. Buy-ins start low, and they also go up to the high stakes, but you can satellite your way into these events for really low prices if you want to. Sunday is another really big day on Partypoker. Like most poker sites, a lot of action goes down on this day when not as many people are working. The guarantees are bigger, and events like the Sunday Carnival have a $35,000 guarantee for just $22. If you want to spend even less than that, again, you can satellite your way into these Sunday tournaments and get there really cheaply. Spins, or spin and goes at Partypoker, they range from 25 cents all the way up to $100, and even with the minimum buy-in. The minimum buy-in, you can get a prize of $2,500. 25 cents, $2,500. The maximum is 240,000 times your buy-in, thanks to the recent update, so that even the $5 and the $10 spins can net you a prize, or a guaranteed prize, of $1.2 million, making it one of the most lucrative places to play spins in online poker. Okay, and they're also one of the last places to have sit and go tournaments, which are a lot of fun. The buy-ins range from $1 all the way up to $1,000 with several different formats, like standard, turbo, and hyper turbo. Free poker tournaments or free rolls are never going to be your main poker game, but you should be opening these up and playing them alongside your favorites, okay? At Partypoker, it's one of the best sites to do this. They run tournaments every single hour, and the prizes are either $50, $100, or $200. They're called round-the-clock events, and if you search for this in your tournament lobby, you'll see them pop up. So there's 24 events every day that you can enter. There's no buy-in. What more do we need to say? The Rake. The Rake at Partypoker is nothing really out of the ordinary. If you don't know what Rake is the commission or the fee that a poker site charges players. And this is how they make a profit. This is how they pay for marketing and security and things like that. What is the Rake at Partypoker? Okay, nobody's going to tell you that the Rake at Partypoker is the absolute lowest, but it's definitely competitive. At No Limit Texas Hold'em games and Pot Limit Omaha games, you can expect to pay about 5% for the lower stakes. Now, if you move up in stakes, in general, then the rake becomes lower and you can pay less rake. But what about you? What about the player? What can you do to lower the rake that you're paying? Well, there are a couple ways. Number one is the bonuses we mentioned earlier. So those will offset your rake while the bonus is active. What else can you do? There's a loyalty program at Partypoker. This is called their cashback program. You start at a lower tier, and as you play more, the more rake you contribute, the higher rewards back you'll get. So at the top tiers, you can get around 40% in rakeback, which is excellent, and that's going to really make a big difference to your bankroll. You might see some different options in your cashier depending on where you live. Not every option that Partypoker offers is available to every player, and that's just because of local regulations. But in general, they are really flexible when it comes to the cashier. So you can deposit with lots of different options like Visa, MasterCard, Skrill, NetTeller, PayPal, Lux and Pay, and nowadays even Bitcoin. But if you're thinking ahead, you're going to want to withdraw from Partypoker at some point. You will need to check that your deposit option also works as a withdrawal option, because that's not true for all of them. Credit cards, for example, it's going to be a very easy deposit, but sometimes they won't allow you to withdraw onto your credit card, so be careful of that. And always verify your account. Don't wait until the day that you're withdrawing to verify. Do it ahead of time. Send Partypoker your documents, get that out of the way. In the end, after all of our looking and searching, it's really hard to find something substandard with Partypoker. They really seem to be ticking all of the boxes for poker players. They've got high traffic, superb software, a range of games, reasonable rake, good welcome bonus, lots and lots of free rolls every day. I mean, they've got everything. And you might even be able to satellite your way into a big live poker tournament in Europe one day. If you want to make sure that you're clear on all the details, and if you want to sign up, head to our website, click onto the Partypoker review, and we'll tell you everything you need to know. Good luck on the tables and have fun on Partypoker. Bye.